This is Jasper Leifering from Amsterdam Vintage Watches. This week's watches, it's time. Episode number 24, we're back at it again. Welcome, this is your least favorite watch dealer or your favorite watch dealer, whatever. Anyhow, here to present you 6 new pieces. Edition 24 already, and something special is in front of me. Starting with the watch I'm wearing myself, no Rolex this time, IWC Ingenieur, a vintage watch, reference 666, dating back to 1956, priced at around 6,000 euro. So a lot of sixes, but most importantly are the 6 watches in front of me. So let's get to those pieces. And this week we're starting off with a very neat, decent sized dress watch. Jaeger-LeCoultre is the brand, 31 millimeters. This is actually a gents watch back in the 60s when it was produced. This was a regular size for a dress watch. It's in steel. It's equipped with an automatically wound movement. The logo of Jaeger-LeCoultre is applied on the dial, and it has a very nice sunken inlay with the indexes deeper in the dial. Furthermore, beautifully, the crosshair at the center, and it's also equipped with a date function. Caliber 881. Price is 2,650 euros. Next up, a very complicated and well executed watch from Universal Genève. The Tricompax, dating back to 1945 in rose gold. A beautiful piece, priced at only 5,200 euros, which is very decent for a piece that is this nicely refinished. Stunning watch on the wrist, very large size, 37 millimeters, back in the 40s. It's incredible, and it's priced to go quick. Next up, time for more sportier pieces. Starting off with the Rolex GMT-Pepsi, reference 16750, which is actually a transitional model between the 1675 and the 16700. Very nice one with a faded Pepsi inlay, distinctive with still the plexiglass, but with the glossy dial and the tritium markers with white gold hour marker surroundings. Very nice piece dating back to 1985. The price of this stunner is 8,900 euros only. We have many Speedmaster at this moment in the shop, but few of them are as cool as this piece. Made in the 1980s for the 20th anniversary of the Apollo 11. On the side of the case, you can see the inscription memorizing this beautiful moment. The watch was produced in only 2,000 pieces. Let me correct that. The watch was produced in only 4,000 pieces, and this is number 883. Price 6,700 euros. Comes with the box and the papers. Such a cool collector's piece. Next to the GMT Pepsi, we find this beautiful Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, reference 14790. It's from the same era, also bears the same price, 8,900 euros, and it's one of my very favorite pieces ever executed in the gold and steel combination. The beautiful tapisserie dial complements this very fine sports watch. 36 millimeters and boxed. Extremely collectible piece on my left. For you on the right, the Daytona 6265 with a dial configuration known as the Big Red. Above the 6 o'clock subdial, you can see the spelling of Daytona printed in red. This is a 1680 red Submariner, but then from the Daytona, and it's even rarer and costlier. Beautifully kept in all original condition, just serviced by the Rolex Service Center. They didn't replace anything, but the movement was fully overhauled. The watch comes with its original bracelet, dating back to the same year. The triangle top box, calendar card, tags, everything. This is such a nice piece. So collectors, beware of this watch. Subdials turned into a very appealing, darkish, off-white kind of color. I'm not a big fan of the very plain and very strong white colors on the subdials. This is the best you can get, especially for the price. Specific price, I need to think of it, but would be around 60k. So make sure you act fast, because this will be gone and not coming back so quickly. Okay, you guys have to tell me what watch did you like the most of this week's drop. For me, it was the 1979 Daytona. It's so nice to have one back in stock. very hard to fetch these beautiful vintage pieces after the last auction, and there's a new auction coming up with only Daytonas, and you will see the prices rise. This piece was my favorite. Furthermore, I really liked the petite sized dress watch. It's very nice, it's very fancy, even more of a statement piece in my opinion than when you wear a big watch. Furthermore, the size of the 36mm Royal Oak is very cool. The oversized, complicated Universal Genève 3 Compacts cannot miss from your collection. 2 sport watches, real classics, the GMT Pepsi and the Speedmaster. I think this was a very well made drop. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We hope to see you back on our other videos, which will be mainly in Dutch. However, this week's watches will remain in English, and also our live sessions on Instagram at 2 o'clock in English. Thank you so much once again, and remember that the best day to buy a vintage watch today. Cheers.
The best day to buy a vintage watch today
Is today. The best day to buy a vintage watch is today.
And remember, the best day to buy a vintage watch is today.
And remember, the best